Sheriff Bianco, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on.
First off, what compelled you to respond to Mayor Holstage's post on our Facebook page?
Politics is driving this country crazy. And her post was not only misleading, it was reckless. Why she decided she has to attack me, I have no idea. It's fine that she forwards the interview that, or the news article that was talking about me having the COVID virus, but for her to then just not only completely misrepresent what was said, but then compound that with other things that are her own opinion that are not fact. And then, she was getting a lot of play with her followers, and all based on something that she shouldn't have done in the first place.
What specifically did she say that you feel was misrepresenting you?
Well, basically right from the very front, and I don't have it in front of me, I can't quote it to you, but her very first statement saying that I said it's really no big deal about the coronavirus and everything else, that is absolutely not what that was said in the context it was said. And just because she wants to quote me, I'll go back and find quotes from her from something else from months past, and I'll go ahead and apply that to something relevant today and say that she said it when she really didn't. We were talking, and it's even in the article, she just cut it out. We were talking, or the question asked was, is this affecting your job? And I said, absolutely not. It's not affecting my job. I'm doing everything by telephone and by computer, and it really isn't that big a deal. I had to cut a couple of meetings, but that's it. And she took that she let everyone believe that I was trying to say that this virus is no big deal. It's unbelievably reckless. It's not true. It's a complete misrepresentation of the article and of what I said. And she either knows it and did it on purpose, or she was reckless in not reading the article and just decided she was going to forward that anyway. But regardless, she continued with it and acted like it was really true without fixing it. It's horrible. From a mayor, it's horrible.
I'm curious, what did you mean when you wrote that's not going to help you in your run for assembly?
Well, she's made it very clear to everyone she wants to run against Chad Mays. And so everything she does is political. It's not about what's best for the city of Palm Springs, and it's not what is best for the constituents and the residents and the business owners in Palm Springs. It's what's going to further her agenda, complete with her saying, I think I read something that she only went to law school so she could qualify to be a senator or something like that. Your own agenda, political agenda, cannot come above fact and what you're supposed to be representing in whatever office that you're currently holding. It's very, very reckless.
I interviewed Mayor Holstage, who says that you have consistently downplayed the pandemic. For example, you've criticized wearing masks, posted on Twitter you would not take the vaccine, and refused to enforce public health requirements. So is she wrong?
100% completely wrong. I have never downplayed this virus. I have constantly told people to wear masks, social distance, and stay at home if you could. It's a complete misrepresentation of me saying that. I have never had a conversation with her, so she's never heard me say anything. She's going off of what she read from some article or what someone posted in social media. We all know how true that stuff is. And it's just absolutely not true. I am very vocal along with my partners in the county, the public health, of saying that we need to wear masks, social distance, and by all means, if you're in these categories that make you susceptible to death or serious complications from this virus, you need to take precautions to stay home and protect yourself.
Do you plan on taking the vaccine?
No, I do not. I don't even know why that's even a big deal. This entire issue with me is because I'm not utilizing law enforcement resources to go arrest people for not wearing masks and for coming outside their homes. No one in the entire country is doing that. But yet, go ahead and pick on me because I'm easy, because I'm local, and because you can do anything you want on social media. There's no repercussions anymore. You just do and say anything that you want. And no one is doing that. That is not a good use of law enforcement resources. Businesses that have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to protect their workers and their patrons should not be arrested for opening. I mean, come on. Less than 1% or 1% of the viruses are being relayed to businesses and traced back to being inside a dining establishment, but yet she wants me to arrest everyone that opens or arrest everyone that goes to one of these facilities. That is not a good use of law enforcement resources, especially in light of what we're dealing with law enforcement right now.
In your opinion, sir, are the doctors, healthcare workers, and health officials over-exaggerating how bad the situation is?
I don't think anyone's over-exaggerating or under-exaggerating anything. I think they all have an opinion. And back to your question before about me taking the vaccine, I don't see why that's irrelevant to anything. I don't want the vaccine. I've never taken a flu vaccine. I don't want it. I value my health. I value my body. I take care of it. I use vitamins and food as my immunization, and it works. That's a medical suggested practice for me, and I follow it, and it works. No one out there can deny it, but I have my opinion of what I want to do with my body. It's strange that this has been made so public. I mean, so political, including by the mayor. This is all political. And yet that side, the left side, who's attacking me because I'm a Republican, even though this has nothing to do with Republican and Democrat, but that's why I get attacked. The left attacking me that is so pro, well, I'll take it, they're so pro-choice because it's their body. They can do whatever they want with their body, but they are attacking me because I don't want to take a vaccine that I don't believe I need. It is completely bizarre to me. So I just don't understand it. Are doctors exaggerating? I don't think so. But at the same time, I don't think that the media, that doctors, that our government, that our governor, I don't think they're giving everyone the whole story either about how they could protect themselves from this virus leading up to the point where they get the vaccine. If they want to take the vaccine, that's awesome. That's more power to them. I won't take the vaccine, and my vaccine that would have been for me, gladly give to someone else. They can have it.
I'm curious, you said we're not giving the whole story. This is your opportunity. What is the whole story?
The whole story of
protecting yourself from the virus, you just said.
No one has said one single thing about your body's immune system protecting yourself. No one. Why are doctors not this is a virus. This is a virus that our bodies are attacked by viruses constantly. And our immune system is designed, I believe, I mean, there's no secret here. We want to talk politics. I believe in God 100%. And I believe God designed my immune system to fight things off. Some things you can, some things you can't. But that's what our immune system is designed for. And if we have our immune system designed and running exactly how it's supposed to, we shouldn't have any problem with this. And everyone wants to use the word science, 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 science. That's scientific. Science tells you that if you have a healthy immune system, you don't have to worry about this. Over 99% of the population doesn't have to worry about this because their immune system is going to take care of it. No one wants to talk reality or real numbers or real facts. They just want to, one side just wants the other side to believe exactly what they want. And it's hurting everyone. It seriously is, because we've had 10 months, almost 11 months now of this virus, and no one has been told to get healthier to try and fight this virus off. They just told everybody, all of you healthy people, you have to lock down. We have to close everything until we get a vaccine. Well, that's not the whole answer. I mean, the vaccine, they're touting a vaccine that's 95% effective, but our body is 99% effective. Why is nobody talking about that number?
You have to understand, sir, there are going to be a lot of health experts watching this interview who are going to disagree with you wholeheartedly.
100%, 100%. But the opposite of that is there is going to be health experts that do agree with me. And it's up to you whether or not you put them on and whether or not you give them a voice. And we're all seeing now that we just want to put the people on that believe what we believe, and that's all we want to hear. We don't want to hear, listen, or believe or talk about anything else. There is not one, I cannot believe that there is a legitimate medical professional that can say 100% fact that me getting that vaccine is more beneficial than me having my own immune system that's going to fight it off anyway. I mean, that's what the vaccine is for, is to give you the antibodies that your own body can't generate, correct? We have elderly people that need it, 100%. We have immune compromised that need it, 100%. But it is not the end all. Masks are not the end all. You've got medical professionals that will blast me and say, you should wear a mask. Then you'll have just as many medical professionals that we don't want to hear from that say, masks aren't the end all. Masks aren't going to protect you like you think you are, or that they are. And there's conflicting medical opinions, regardless of what anyone says. There are conflicting medical opinions that say that masks are 100% the requirement and stay at home is the requirement. And then there are medical professionals that say the exact opposite. To attack me for this, why this is somehow my fault, discounts that other part of the argument. It's unbelievably unfortunate.
I also want to ask you, sir, Sun Valley residents have started a movement opposed to next month's luncheon gathering of the East Valley Republican women at Agua Caliente Casino, which you were billed as the guest speaker. They're concerned this may be a super spreader event combined with the fact that you recently tested positive for COVID. Do you still plan to attend this event, and do you think the luncheon should be canceled?
Well, first, no, I don't plan on attending the event. My entire schedule was cleared for in-person types of anything, including me going to work. I'm doing everything from home. But all of that was cleared to meet the requirements of the recommended quarantine to the maximum, not the minimum of when I could go back, the maximum suggested time that I should quarantine. Even though I have no symptoms other than taste and smell, I was not sick at all, regardless of what the article said. I am going to abide by those dates, and that covers that luncheon. So no, I'm not going to be there because of that. I will respect the quarantine dates, and I will do exactly what they're recommended for that. And I don't think it's up to me for them. If they're abiding by all of the rules for it to happen, I mean, you're just automatically calling it a super spreader event. Nobody really even knows who's going, what's going, where they're doing it, and what preventative measures they're putting in place. We just automatically label everyone a super spreader and then blast them for it. It's a sad state of affairs that we're in. It really is.
All right. Sheriff Bianco, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.